Hey, what's up my friends? Just about to do a little work on handlebars on my Harley-Davidson Iron 883. So these are tipped so far down. When I bought it, I really liked the way that it looked. That's one of the reasons why I bought this one, because of its cool, the way that these go down like that look nice. But when I'm driving it, I'm always leaning so far forward, and then when I got my feet on the controls, I'm just really folded over, and I'd prefer to drive. It's more comfortable to drive in a sitting up position, and so see, I could barely reach the handlebars when I'm sitting up like this. So if I just tip these a little bit, if I just roll this up a little bit, then it would be closer and I'll be able to reach it easier, and it may be more comfortable for me to drive and make me want to ride it more often. There's just one little thing I'm concerned about when doing this, is that this clutch cable is so tight that it really doesn't have anywhere to move. There's a little bit of room in here. I may be able to adjust it a little bit, but turning these, bringing these this way will pull this, and there may not be enough room for it to work right. But really the only way for me to figure it out is to just go ahead and do it, see if it works. If it doesn't, well, then I'll either have to get a longer clutch cable or leave the handlebars like they are. So let me just that's just the way it goes. So I already figured out what tools I'll need to release these nuts. It's this 1/4 inch Allen that fits right in here. So we'll go ahead and loosen these first. Might need to loosen these screws here to adjust these controls, but for now we will just remove these loosen these 4 nuts and see if I can just twist this handlebar around a little bit. Yeah, just that far. Might be all I need. Just tighten these back up. Now I totally have to adjust the mirrors. Now that was just a really small adjustment, but yeah, my fingers, that moved it about an inch, maybe a little more. So I'm still leaning a little bit forward, but it does feel better. I think I'll leave that like that for now. And yeah, everything is pretty much in the same place. It just, when I tipped it, when I pulled it back a little bit, I could feel like it snapped into another groove. And so that's good. And then I made sure that I tightened all these down really well, because we don't want this handlebar getting loose while we're driving. But yeah, I think that's all it took. I was worried about having to loosen these for nothing. It's not pulling on the cable. I watched it as it went around, and it stayed good. Later, if I feel like it, I might tip the whole handlebars up this way, but I think I'll take it for a ride and see how it feels. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pull them up all the way, flip them over. Is that little amount that I moved them, I didn't feel any difference when I was driving. So I'm just gonna loosen the the screws on the side and see if I can keep this part in place while I roll the whole handlebars up. So there's a screw right here in the top that you have to loosen, and that will let you rotate the grips. Right here, just loosen that screw, and I loosened these two, and now I can rotate this. All right, is this one loose enough? Yeah, get a little bit more. Now before I tighten it too much, let me just see what that feels like. I might not be able to reach them at all. That feels too weird. That totally messed up the aesthetics. I mean, sure, it looks maybe like a bull or something. It's kind of cool, but I could never drive like that. I guess I'm going to make a big job out of it and take it all apart, put the handlebars on the other way around. But I gotta change, it's way too hot out here right now. Right, enough playing around, let me get busy and get this done so that I got this brake fluid reservoir kind of on its side, and it should be supported so it doesn't leak. So we'll just cut off these little retainers here. They're just zip ties. Try to do it without scratching the handlebars or cutting any wires that I'm not supposed to cut. Alright, so I need to remove these four all the way. I have this little washcloth here because I'm going to need to set the handlebars. I don't want to scratch the tank. There's two screws on this side, the retaining screws. One's on the top and one's on the bottom right here under where your horn button is. There. And you don't have to remove them, just loosen, and then this whole thing should slide right off. Don't come off until after you remove the handlebars from the center, so you can push them one way and the other. Be careful, don't want to damage any wires. There we go. And now this side should come off. Alright, now let's flip them around So they're regular handlebars now. And they should go just like that. Let's see. Pop everything back on. And hopefully there's enough wire to have them up this way. Come on. Whew. Yeah, that's good. Good. Now, put everything back on. I'll try to do it without scratching anything. Of course, I had to leave my tools out of reach. Ouch. Okay, first, bring my handlebars up. Don't put them back on like downward. I was trying to change them from. I'll tighten these up. Here, we gotta bring them over. There. That's straight, and we want them just like that. And these, just like anything else, tightening the little at a time, one by one. Don't scratch your tank. Well, I'm not telling you not to. You can do whatever you want, your bike, but I'm gonna be careful not to scratch mine. Well, as careful as I can be. There. Yep. That feels good. Okay, so this looks straight. This pushing on all the way. This seems like it needs just a little bit of room in here. Ah, good. Well, I gave myself too much room. Back up. Alright, I got it fixed. I had to route it to the outside of the headlight. I tried taking off the clutch cable, but in the book it just said remove this pin, and there's a snap ring underneath, and that should release this handle where I could release this. I did that and I just could not get it off. I don't know what was wrong with it, but I took the mirror off to make it smaller, and I unscrewed these two screws here, and it released this headlight. So then I held the headlight in one hand and I fed the clutch assembly down here, through here, and out of from under here. So now it's on the outside, but it's stiff, it's sturdy, it's not going anywhere, and I tried it, it works and everything. So yep, I mean, sure, this is a little close to headlight, but it's not covering it. And these handlebars feel like normal handlebars now. I'll feel a little better about riding this thing around. And it sure does need a clean. Oh, and over here where I was saying it felt like it was loose or something, I actually have cruise control. I didn't realize it before, but there's a little thumb screw over here that I could just twist, and it tightens and loosens the throttle. So that's pretty cool. But yep, I'm happy with it. I don't think it took much away from it. It still looks like a really cool bike, and I'm sure it'll feel better riding it this way. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day and take care. Bye bye.